And dangerous winds actually get more fierce for tomorrow. We've already seen that growth on the southern end of this fire as well as off to the east side. And this is what we've been following here with John Bartel and also Brandon covering all the way up through Echo Summit and then possibly over towards the Lake Tahoe Boulevard area. Once it gets into that area, that's really when we start, like they said, talking about more and more structures, more populated areas. Most people have evacuated. It was a really long, steady line trying to get ahead of what we are seeing right now, the critical time for fire growth. We've got the highest temperatures, the lowest humidity, and those upslope winds, which really allow those flames to surge here. You can see with this little time lapse of this thermal camera showing some of the hot spots earlier this afternoon and how much growth we saw coming towards the Lake Tahoe area. So this camera looking from Heavenly over towards the fire as it's approaching the Tahoe Basin and the South Lake Tahoe area, supported by the winds for today. But again, we look at the typical time of growth and it's the late afternoon, and that's why we're seeing so many flames right now. We've got the highest temperatures, the strongest upslope winds, so that really allows those flames to fan out there, and the lowest humidities. As far as Cal Fire and some of the National Forest Service were saying, we were seeing some of those embers flying as far as about 3/4 to almost a mile out from the main fire line, supported by these winds that are coming from the south and west. So it's really allowing that supportive growth on the east side of this fire, as well as some right here on the southern end pushing towards the Kirkwood area. Those are the two areas that they're really concerned with for tonight as we continue to follow not only very warm temperatures this afternoon and low humidities, but also our red flag warning continuing now through Wednesday. I'm going to have more on not only the Caldor fire because the Dixie fire also in that warning area.